Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's Crystal here with your daily reading for February 5th, 2020. In this reading, I'll be picking up on the overall energy for us all. So let's see what February 5th has in store for us all. Let's see what the overall energy is all about for this day collectively, February 5th. All right, so we have the King of Swords in reverse, the Empress. We have the Lover's card in reverse. All right, so the King of Swords has been visiting us a few days now. We had the King of Swords in reverse the other day. So whenever the King of Swords is in reverse, you have to watch your, I guess you could say, mature ways of thinking. And that's kind of weird to say, but I think that the older we get, I don't know, as much as we should know that sometimes our mind can play tricks on us, we still don't acknowledge it when it actually happens. When we're in the middle of going down a spiral of the rabbit hole of negative thing after negative thing, we don't really catch ourselves before it happens. So I always say with the King of Swords in reverse, you want to start your day off with positive affirmations. I love my life. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am prosperous. I attract nothing but men and or women who want nothing but the best for me, and I want nothing but the best for them. That's just an example of things that you can say. Because sometimes when the King of Swords is in reverse, it makes our decision making techniques hard. Okay, so whenever our logic is not as clear as we want it to be, we can do things like, oh, why don't I buy a new car or spend $3,000 on a new pair of heels, or just you can do things that if you had a clear mind you wouldn't do. Does it make sense to buy a new pair of shoes and your washer needs repair? King of Swords in reverse does things like that. And sometimes on a mean level, he can be very manipulative and narcissistic. So you have to watch this. Make sure you're not playing reverse psychology on people, and make sure others aren't doing this to you. The King of Swords in reverse is saying that it's best for you to meditate at least at some point throughout your day. I always say before you get up. Before you pick up your phone, before you even give your husband or wife, girlfriend, boyfriend a kiss, or before you do whatever it is that you do, whether you're single, partner, mother, whatever, father, or just nobody's around, get up and meditate. That's the best time to do it before you get to thinking about everything else that goes on in your day. So King of Swords in reverse is not giving us the strongest energy to make the most logical decisions, okay? In reverse, at least. Now, what we do have going for us, or you know what? I'm actually going to skip to the Lover's card in reverse, because the Lover's card in reverse shows a disconnect, a breaking of a union, something that was once so strong not being strong anymore. And I'm sure we've all been here to where we lose ourselves after a person leaves our life or after we leave a job. The Lovers in reverse is possibly seeing the more negative sides of your relationship if you're partnered than on other days when you see things in a more positive light. This is being able to, when it's upright, it's enjoying your friendships and enjoying the different unions and partnerships that you have in your life. And in reverse, it can be having a more difficult time dealing with partnerships, whether that's at work or in your actual romantic love life. Now, what can be hard with the King of Swords and the Lovers in reverse, don't let that manipulative ex back into your life. And I am getting the feeling that a lot of us will be thinking about our old relationships, old friendships, old partners. I wouldn't be surprised if they pop up. All of a sudden they text or they call or something like that. And even with the Lovers in reverse, you have to remember, why did the union break? Why did you start growing? Sometimes you just outgrow people. And it doesn't mean that you're any higher than them or they're any higher than you. Sometimes your frequencies just don't align. And sometimes we really love our partners, but our mind gets the best of us And we can convince ourselves that this is not the relationship we should be in, or this our partner doesn't love us, and they clearly do. If there's something that needs to be said today, don't hold it in. All right. But I want you to be careful with how you approach your boss or whoever this broken relationship is with. If you can wait and hold it off another day, that would be great. Okay. But if you have to speak about it, do it in a very kind, passive way. Now we get into the Empress card. And this is Mother Earth. This woman is happy whether she's with someone or whether she's alone. She is Mother Earth. So sometimes this can be literally finding a strong connection with your children. Like, oh, love, I'm not feeling it too much. Let me call my children. Or I'm not feeling love too much today. Let me call up my hairstylist and get a haircut. Okay. The Empress upright does things that make her feel beautiful, even if it's just free. She might just go to Walmart and buy a $5 bouquet of flowers just to set the aesthetic in her home. Like the Empress card, she loves anything earthy, anything that deals with pleasure, the five senses when it comes to eating, money, all those shopping. So the Empress card upright is beautiful. Not the day you want to max out the credit card. You might really, really feel pushed to buy and go shopping and things like that. I would just give it a rest today. Or if you do it, but just be cautious of how much you're spending because your brain is a little in la la land today. But what is beautiful about today is that you have this Mother Earth energy. You have this person, this energy that is with you, whether you're alone or whether your mother is still alive or passed on or whatever. It's like a nurturing hug of the day. It makes you practical, but it also makes you enjoy the earthly experience. So this will be a great day to cheat on the diet a little bit, just a little bit. Not too much, because with King of Swords in reverse, you can get completely off track and just screw the whole diet up. Or this is also a day to where you have to be careful. You don't want to be too self-absorbed, too self-absorbed to where you allow yourself to, like I said, get lost in a relationship, and or be so self-absorbed that you just say screw your partner and say really mean things because you're being so selfish. Now, I'm not going to lie. I do feel like today is a better day to kind of go at it alone, to really do things for yourself. The Empress, it may be herself and her children, but that's about it. She has to preserve her beauty. So she's not running all crazy. This isn't a heavy work day. This is a day to take it easy. You do have to watch it though, because your beauty in itself, and we all know beauty comes from the inside out, can attract somebody that you don't want to get in a relationship with today. So just watch it. Your best bet today is to do things that make you feel good, that smell good, that actually touch. Like when you touch it, it feels nice. Wear a warm, cozy sweater. Do a little bit extra when it comes to your routine. The Empress also is Venus and it's Taurus, so it can also bring in more finances. So Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn would be a lot better for us to indulge in today versus communication, especially with Gemini people today. Okay, the Gemini energy is really strong, and I'm almost thinking it has to do with Mercury retrograde. So you might start noticing little things like your phone glitching, miscommunication. At the least today, enjoy this earthly experience, but cross your T's and dot your I's. Don't call up the person who never has served you in a positive way, all right? And make sure you're not being manipulative in your life or narcissistic or indulging in things that bring your mental state to that make your mental state not the most stable. Okay, so I hope this helped in some way, you all. Beautiful energy of Taurus today, which I love. And if you need to get a private reading with me, you can do so by emailing me at crystalneath@gmail.com. Besides that, have a great one, and I will see you tomorrow.